It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Pats, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for the
Whoopman Lewis, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are on another episode of the Kelvin Rich Superstar Mode right here on Madden.
Here come the Saints for
24. Any other episodes they are available on the channel in the playlist.
Definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off play action. Rich. The Pats are going to get there.
Kelvin goes down.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Back to throw. Rich. That is caught.
Chris Olave's going to go. Oh, we got caught.
Play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the...
And Kelvin goes in.
The end zone, touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So here we go.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to
That's no good.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick
You need to go forward pass.
last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That ends the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich, flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. That's prepared for him to try and take off.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So Shepard fumbles the football there. That was not good.
the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keenan Allen.
There you have it, folks. Another touchdown for the Saints.
Are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it.
So there you go, folks. 21-14. It's time for the Saints to take over.
Throwing to start the drive.
Oh, he tried to roll out, but he got nailed.
They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he saved for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Rich being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark. And we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far.
That ends the second quarter,
Can't
so
wait to see what adjustment.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe.
incomplete, intended.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Able to shake him up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Right.
Julian O'Quinn drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th
You're in
down.
an ad for him?
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And that one. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing.
Dude, I don't know what that was. Look at this.
Big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Rich, buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said,
So the Saints having all kinds of trouble here. Not going very well at
as
all.
they come up on third down.
Back to pass
to
now.
throw.
Kelvin looking.
Rich dancing to his left.
Did he catch it? No, incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get...
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Kelvin got locked up there.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
On first down, Rich.
Incomplete.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it.
And Kelvin again goes down in a huff. That defense is right there.
Off the pass rush skills. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 15.
Incomplete, batted down, 4th and 15, I believe. The Saints have to go, not the Saints, but I believe, yes. The Saints have to go for it.
Understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Incomplete, intended for Chris Olave, and that there is going to do it.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots' defense is going to take. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Down by 2 touchdowns, just over 2 minutes to go. Can the Saints get there?
Throwing to start the drive. Rich forced out to his left. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rich.
Kelvin goes down again. Good gravy and grits. There's nothing you can do.
Turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rich.
Incomplete again.
Wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And there you have it. Incomplete. That is going to do it. The Saints are going to lose at 31-17 and go 0-2 on the new season.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Patriots, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
So there you have it, folks. 0-2 now is the Saints. So they really are struggling here. And like I said, they got to go to Orchard Park to take on the Saints. Or excuse me, Orchard Park. We'll go to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Not what we're looking for, not what we wanted. We will advance the week.
Time to turn this
Folks,
around,
if you're new,
guys.
scratch the club marks at the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Sniff it by that bell icon. Become part of the notification squad. Do not forget to put a like to this video, but it's much appreciated. Remember, always stay hungry, hungry like the wolf. Ah, and out.